Jinger Duggar Vuolo, who's pregnant with her third child, appreciates her roots. But she and husband Jeremy Vuolo are loving life on their own terms on the other side of the country. Jinger Duggar Vuolo isn't the only one of the 19 Duggar siblings who decided she needed to put some distance between herself and the family homestead in Arkansas to do life on her own terms. But she has inserted exponentially more distance than anyone else. After kicking off married life in Laredo, Texas, the 30-year-old and her husband of almost 8 years, Jeremy Vuolo, are West Coasters these days, having moved to Los Angeles in 2019. And while relocating to one of the biggest of cities was a trip into the unknown at first, leaving Laredo this July will be one of the hardest things we've ever done, they posted. At the time, the couple have planted firm roots in California. "I love living in Los Angeles," Jinger told E! News in January 2023. "It's been amazing. We have an awesome community around us, really good, solid friends that we love to hang out with. In fact, their crew came through over the summer when they moved into a bigger home in July. The couple in need of more running around room for daughters Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 3, and their little sibling who's on the way. And hopefully there's plenty of storage space for Mom. I love decluttering during moves, but wish I had decluttered before moving this time," she reflected in July, recording the first new episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast in 3 years. Her spouse, who said that having help from their friends at least made the process more fun, agreed that moving could be overwhelming due to the sense of unsettledness and living out of boxes. But a little nomadism. They've moved multiple times in the last 5 years, Jinger noted, and the latest house is their third area address is preferable to the Cue the Sun orchestration that she experienced growing up on TV. Acknowledging that her sheltered childhood and adolescence meant she didn't see many popular movies as a kid, watching The Truman Show for the first time on her honeymoon in 2016 was a real eye-opener for Jim Bob Duggar and Michelle Duggar's sixth-born child. Acknowledging that her sheltered childhood and adolescence meant she didn't see many popular movies as a kid, watching The Truman Show for the first time on her honeymoon in 2016 was a real eye-opener for Jim Bob Duggar and Michelle Duggar's sixth-born child. "I looked at Jeremy and I was like, wow, that feels like my life in many ways," Jinger told E! News in 2023 as she was releasing her memoir, Becoming Free Indeed. "Not every detail, the spouse picking part was not right, but other than that, I felt like, man, that's so crazy how it's so similar.